All right, guys. British Open preview, Open Championship preview, whatever you want to call it. Numbers Lab. It's Ryan. Brian is not able to join us. We have no guest. We have no Brian, so it's just me. So we're going to make it kind of short and sweet. We're just going to kind of go over who we like. I may tell you some of what Brian's plays are, but we didn't do a show last week for the John Deere Classic. Some call it the Fifth Major. And we didn't do great. We had a few guys in the running, as we have been. I mean, we've been having some guys in the running every single week, so it's really frustrating when they don't hit. But for outrights, that is. So kind of just want to go over a few things that we were pretty close on, maybe that we just totally missed, and then get into what we're liking for this week with the Open. Obviously, it's going to start early Thursday morning, depending on where you're at. So recording this on Tuesday night, 5 o'clock or so on the West Coast. So try to get it out there as soon as possible. But as far as John Deere, look, I had Hank Liviota. Brian did too. I had him top 10, top 20, and top 40, which all cashed. But the just didn't get there Saturday round. Just didn't get him. He just didn't. You have to have 4 good rounds when you're at John Deere. So. Zach Johnson, top 30 was a miss. It was one of the bigger bets of the week. He'd finished top 30, almost every time he's played there. So he missed by just 1 stroke, I believe. So that was a little bummer. We had a couple. Adam Shank, I had plus 300 top 40, and that one easily cashed. Should have. He ranked really high, so I kind of should have taken maybe a top 20, top 10, and that could have been very, very profitable. Just going down the list of a few things that I got right and just didn't get right. Kevin Streelman just didn't show up last week, so Russell Henley missed out on top 10 by 1. We had a few things go right. Power plus 130 for a top 30. Other than that, we had a few things go right, a few things that didn't go right as usual. Scottish Open, I won. Guido finished top 40, that was it. But Scotty Scheffler was in the mix. So I didn't do a ton of research. Those were more kind of very little research. We're just going to fire a few since the field that they had over there. So anyways, we're getting into the Open. Obviously the last major of the year. And Royal St. George is going to be on display. It's going to be fun to watch. We haven't seen it in, 10 years or so when Darren Clark won. So I read a stat, I believe, from Justin Ray on Twitter that there's been 4. Try to get this right. 4 major British Open champions since 1986, since the World Golf Rankings have came out, and there's been 4. Let me get this right. 4 guys that have won it that have been ranked outside the top 100. And 2 of those were at Royal St. George with Ben Curtis and Darren Clark. So, anything can happen at the Open Championship, but especially it seems to happen at this course. There's not a real good way to, besides just going outside the top 100, but, obviously you want to look at more than just that. So, basically what I've kind of compiled in my rankings, obviously you want somebody who's going to play good in the wind because I think the forecast is picking up. They're going to have some wind. You obviously still want ball strikers. You want guys that can scramble. I researched a little bit more as far as my rankings and my kind of model, you could call it. But I just want to kind of go over a few things that I found, and obviously you can track all my bets are over on the on our Google Doc. Obviously, golf the last few weeks haven't been great, but, we're getting there. Like I said, we have guys in the mix every single week, whether it's going into Saturday or even going into Sunday. Sooner or later, we're going to start hitting a few more outrights, like pre-tournament guys. So, anyways, so the outrights that I've played already for the Open, I played Lee Westwood at plus 56.50, and mind you, we've already talked about this. Most of my outrights are all going to be to win 10 units, so whatever your odds are, if they're close, that's kind of how I do it. But So we got Lee Westwood. It's kind of one of those more of a feel play. He does check a few boxes, but he could be that. We were just talking about Darren Clark. Could be the Darren Clark thing of this year. Just he's been close in some other tournaments and obviously majors through the years. So took a little stab on him. Will Zalatoris at 8,500. He's too good of a player to be plus 8,500. I know he's never played in an Open Championship. He obviously is a great ball striker and played in the Scottish Open last week. Had a decent finish, so he's kind of getting accustomed to the links golf. But again, at 85-1, I'm going to keep betting this guy. He's going to be there. Another one, Brandon Grace. South Africans always seem to play well here. He grades out. Not great in my rankings, like 47th or so roughly. But again, he's 6,600, so it's not great. But again, he's one of those field plays like Westwood. I think that he's been playing decent lately. Abraham Answer, which is graded out very well for me. I think with the wind and the ball striking, and he plays some of those 400 to 450 yard par fours very well. Anyway, I think 450 to 500 as well. So, and again, he's a great wind player and ball striker, all that stuff. So I think that's why he's coming up my rankings, and he's there in the mix in big tournaments. He's shown he can kind of contend, and I got him at plus 8,000 as well. Alex Noren plus 10,000. Let me see. He graded out decent, but then also, where is it at here? Last 3 Opens, he's finished in the top 20, and then obviously recent form stateside. I think that Alex Noren at 100-1 is, it's a great play, and I also have him. You'll see, I think I have him for a top 40 as well. Another guy I got to win is Charlie Hoffman. I got him at 200-1. And he ranked out well in my rankings. I think he ranked 11th. But proximity to the hole, he's very that 175 to 200 yard range. He does very well. And another thing was his last 3 Opens, 2 top 20s in his last 3. So I think he missed the cut in the other one. But nonetheless, he's shown he can play well over across the pond. So Charlie Hoffman, 200-1, that's kind of I don't want to say no-brainer, but those odds are really great. And that one I actually have a bet to win 16 units just because I threw, basically a couple shekels on him to say. The last outright I have is Jordan Spieth. I mean, what can you say? The guy has, let me go over here to my, let's see, tournament history. I believe in the last 4 Opens, last 5 Opens, Jordan Spieth gained the most strokes on the whole field total at 50. Obviously, he's got a top 20 in 2019, top 9 in 2018, first place 2017, T30 2016, and T4 2015. So recent form, obviously he's been playing very well, and he's won there before, he's won an Open before, obviously. So I like him. I got him at 20-1. That was the best odds I could find. He's probably lower now. There's a bunch of other guys, obviously, we know that can win this. Rory McIlroy bet top 5. No, I didn't want to bet him to win. Will I be surprised if he wins? No, but will I be surprised? He's always there in the Open minus last year, I keep saying last year, 2019. Obviously, the pressure of him being at home and all that got to him, and he just first hole basically put him out of the tournament. Another couple bets I'll cover before, and then you guys can go check them all out and tail or whatever you want to do. But I'll kind of go over the bigger bets that I have, which you guys know is usually that 1.5 to 2 unit bets. Brooks Koepka, I don't like laying juice on a top 20, but the guy is always there on majors. His let me steal his stat from Justin Ray on Twitter. Again, best come Best combined score to par at majors since 2016. Brooks Koepka, 84 under par. The next two closest are DJ and Xander at minus 21. So that seems like a made up stat because it's just so absurd, but it is what it is. So he's always there. I didn't pick him to win. Will I be surprised if he wins? No. I was trying to find somewhere those. Anyways, I bet him for top 20. It almost seems like a lock, but I never like using that phrase, a lock. But anyways, Brooks Koepka, I got 2.2 to win two. A couple more. I got Collin Morikawa. Like I said, normally don't like laying juice. I know this is his first Open Championship. I laid minus 150 on his top 40. So I got 2.25 to win 1.5. And then just a couple more as well. Again, Charlie Hoffman, back to him. Got him top 40 plus 240. Wish I would have betted a little bit bigger because it quickly came down to plus 145. So got some really good CLV going on that one, even though it doesn't really matter. The guy still has to finish in top 40. But I got one to win 2.4 there. Another guy that I really like coming into this week, and I still might bet to win outright, is Scotty Scheffler. I got him for top 40. He played pretty well at the Scottish Open. I think he's got the good win game, and I think he can play well over there. And then I got Tommy Fleetwood, top 40, minus 150 again. So I got a couple of those, but that's a unit and a half, 2.25 to win 1.5. And I'll give you guys one more on here before I sign off, and you guys can go check out the rest. We got, where is it here? Where is it here? So I was a little more prepared tonight. I kind of already covered him, but I got Alex Noren top 40 plus 138. I like him a lot. He plays well over in the Open. So, again, I got plenty of plays up. You can go check them out. Hopefully we're going to have a winning week this week. I feel really good about the Open, the prep that it was put in on the numbers side of it. I'll give you one of Brian's real quick before we go as well. He really likes Corey Connors. He got him at 100 to 1. Looks like 0.10 to win 10 units as well. He's also got him as a top 40. I know he graded out very well in his model, which his model is posted on his Twitter at BLG923. And we're going to I'll start a thread as far as some of my picks as well that I didn't cover on here at I am Ryan Frank. So anyways, sorry you guys just got a dose of me tonight. Hopefully in the coming weeks we'll be back together and it'll be both of us, and then maybe we're going to try to bring on some guests for football season, but for now we're just covering golf. So anyways, that's it. Hopefully we can get some winners, hopefully an outright. Hopefully you guys enjoy the Open Championship from St. George. It's going to be fun. And that's all we got for now, and we'll see you guys next week.